Welcome to the 179th broadcast of the T-Row Show. This is your host, Keith. We got quite a bit to cover today, folks. We're going to try to keep it as quick as we can. Please pay attention to what's going on here because when I go through this, I'm saying a lot within each little blip that you're seeing. Okay, first of all, we got to start with this. This is, you know how we go. Let's go to the newspaper. Wait for that to show up. There we go. Democratic Party declares war on the United States. It's obvious that the Democratic Party has been so upset over the rejection of it in the past 3 years. It appears that the Dems have declared war against everyone, including but not limited to the United States. Folks, do not pay attention to these senators getting on their knees. They could care less about the man who was killed. They don't care. They're trying to get your votes back. They just want you back. They want you back into the fold. That's all they're trying to do. Instead of doing the right thing and exercising its right of self-determination and starting its own government, it wants to hijack the United States and all that it has and then spread its communism to the rest of the inhabitants to steal more. They want to steal stuff. That's what communists do. This political coup is headed by none other than Obama, with the help of the same characters we have all known for the past 4 years that never seem to go away. It's actually supposed to say 40 years because that's how long it's been. They take advantage of tragic situations to gain more power, to lie to the inhabitants over and over and over. Now the inhabitants have awakened. The Dems have declared war, and a result of that war is the following. The inhabitants are no longer responsible for any debt signed and created by any of the Dems. The $2 trillion that they did for the relief, you're not responsible for that. Anything that they have signed, you're not responsible for it. All the laws that they've signed or anything of that nature, it was all traitorous since the beginning. Not one law that any of the Dems signed in the history of the Democratic Party has any validity and are not enforceable. Why? Because they're all treasonous now. They've been treasonous the whole time. You're just now seeing it. Any so-called act that has ever signed by any Dems is no longer can be defined as enforceable policies. It is as if the Dems never existed because any act that is unlawful is not an act at all. And the result of all acts by any of the Dems have resulted in declaring war against everyone within the metes and bounds of the States of the Union of the United States of America. The Dems have sided with the world communist revolution against anyone that is not a part of that movement. The Dems have done these acts throughout its history, and results are now self-evident. Take a look at the war crimes that have been committed by the Dems, an organization known as Antifa, in the past 9 days, thereby hijacking a tragedy within the political agenda. The acts of domestic terrorism, international terrorism, and the Dems' effort to bring in communism has been unprecedented in the last 9 days. We have a message for the police after this. In this whole deal. It is as if the Dems have lost their patience and cool. The Dems have promised to dangerous bankers. They have made promises to dangerous bankers and have failed to fulfill those promises. Not moving fast enough. So the bankers are telling you better get going or we're going to take you out. We're going to kill you. That's what it's like working with those guys. Even with the power of the international bankers' media machine, they still cannot get the inhabitants to flip to communism. All we hear from the inhabitants is leave us alone. Hillary, Biden, Obama, and many others in Washington, you have all failed in your missions dictated from a foreign power. If you kill Trump, you lose. If you cheat in the upcoming company elections, you lose. If you keep trying to flip the inhabitants to your side, you lose. If you promise prosperity, you lose. Because everybody knows you're lying. You are all in a no-win situation, and good luck because all of the Dems have exiled their persons when the Dems decided to declare war against all human beings. Okay. As always, we share proof. Hillary Clinton backs Antifa. Hillary Clinton is funding Antifa via dark money PAC link. Okay. What that means is that all of the donations, political donations that she got from 2016 elections and all that, and the other elections that she tried to get into, all went to Antifa and other communism or communist organizations to try to push communism on the country. It's right here. We didn't make it up. It's all right there. She's hooked in with Obama. She's hooked in with all of them, every Biden and all of them. She's the one that's doing all this. She's involved with some other stuff here. All right. Here's Southern Poverty Law Center and the Department of Justice of the U.S. retaliates against the Human Rights Tribunal International through Facebook. They're censoring the crap out of it, is what they're doing. It's funny to watch because the trial went on anyways. Yesterday it went on, and we got a lot of really good people that were on the call. Excellent people. They seem to have really good hearts. And the trial moved forward like it should have. And 100 and something people were on there listening. There were that many witnesses to all of the evidence. Okay, but the police backed up SPLC. I just want that on there. Just put that in a note in the back of your mind. SPLC, right here, Southern Poverty Law Center. The police backed up Southern Poverty Law Center. Okay, let's go over to the Southern Poverty Law Center part. It's common knowledge that Southern Poverty Law Center is a political communist organization that advocates for socialism and communism in any country that they have been allowed to be established, and further are working with China to take over the United States. What they have done is they hijacked all the cops. Southern Poverty Law Center. They went around, they used an ex-chief where his son got shot on a traffic stop, and went around and scared the crap out of all these cops. At the height of their power is when Hillary and Obama were in the first 4 years, when she was Secretary of State. She was doing all those crimes, and Obama was doing all his communist crimes. They were at the height of their power then, because they were really effective back in the day, back in 2010. They scared the crap out of cops. And I mean, these guys were shitting their pants. I don't know what they did in a 2.5-hour seminar, but man, they were freaking the hell out. And they started going after anybody that they thought, could have been a sovereign citizen, domestic terrorist. Okay. And still today, they still follow that same creed. The cops do. Still follow it. Haven't learned a damn thing. Dumb as rocks. Haven't figured out that that's a communist organization using them to take over a country under communism. They haven't figured that out yet. Still. However, we do believe it's burning in now. Everyone also knows that SPLC is under the protection of the Department of Justice, DOJ. You have communist traitors in the DOJ. And the DOJ is pushing communism within the states of the Union through Antifa, a communist international terrorist organization operated by Hillary Clinton, Obama, and others. Soros, all those guys. SPLC is hiding behind Facebook at the moment and took retaliation action against the Human Rights Tribunal International, meaning that the settings on the Facebook are not allowing the admin to get to the pages. SPLC did this 2 weeks ago. Why did they do it? Because they lost, and they're convicted human rights violators. All of them. And since they were convicted, convicts, they're fugitives now, and they got a big fat ass lien on them, they wanted to retaliate. They're too wimpy to come directly to us, just letting you know. They won't do that. They hide because they're cowards. The admin wants access to the pages and we want to delete them. However, others can comment and they want those pages. This is hijacking an image. They're trying to discredit it. When we came out with this, they stopped commenting. One of their goons came over and started commenting on there to make it appear as if we were associated with some other BS that they come up with. But that's just what communists do. So we're bringing awareness to this to let people know exactly the little tricks and BS that they do. And the cops are backing them. The rest of the world is in need of seeing these entities for what they are. And anyone that donates to SPLC is either a complete idiot or they're involved in a drug money laundering scheme, which is why none of the entities are ever held responsible for anything that they do as far as damages and human rights violations are concerned. SPLC goes around and destroys all kinds of stuff, calls them hate groups or whatever, if they don't like the politics. And the left started going for it, and started giving them money. Well, that was a really bad move. It destroys the lives of people with impunity at the moment, which means that they have some seriously powerful people behind them to keep these donations coming in and launder that drug money. Think about it, guys. When you have an organization that helps no one, they call it Southern Poverty Law Center. So when you have an organization that helps absolutely no one, which means they don't pay for anything as far as helping anybody to fight against hate and racism. They don't pay any lawyers. They don't do anything. They just have a hate watch map. That's it. That's all they do. And they've been debunked and all this for a long time, but nobody does anything about it. They had brought in $287 million in 1 year. $287 million. Not one court case where they helped anybody. Not one. And they keep going. It's wide open that they're a fraud. Wide open. DOJ doesn't do anything about it. Nobody does anything about it. Why? Because they're a drug laundering operation. They bring that money in, $287 million, wash it for them, and hand it back. Probably a whole lot more out the back door. You got to realize that that's how these things operate. If Hillary is okay, they had the Clinton Foundation. That thing is done. All they did was move operations somewhere else. So they moved it over there. Their drug operations and all that crap over to Southern Poverty Law Center. Protected by the DOJ. That's how they operate. We all know how much money comes in SPLC. They never help anyone, and its existence is in violation of its defined status all the time, which means it's a front organization. Okay, the question is how much drug money goes out the back door and back to those donors for helping with the laundering operation. Any comment on any Facebook page is an Antifa terrorist working for SPLC and DOJ and others. Everyone knows that communism does not work. However, it's very convenient to launder drug money under communist regime. What do you think happens in China all the time, folks? That's one. We just wanted everybody to know. There's a lot of liens against Anna von Reitz here. The people that are behind, that have the liens so far, there's 17 of them. They're all sick and tired of her. And all the rest of the American nationals are sick and tired of her. They just haven't gotten to the liens yet. We have some more coming. If she opens her mouth again about this or starts saying that she's a representative or has something to do with the United States of America, which she does not, another lie, she's going to get another batch of liens. Big old bunch of liens against her to shut her up. Go away. We have talked to many groups around the country. None of them want to be involved with her. This woman just simply won't go away. No one wants to be associated with you. No one wants to talk to you. It's the same old characters that you deal with. But everybody else, you screwed them over really bad. You've lied to them, deceived them. They don't want anything to do with you. We heard last night on the call that she's a deceiver. And all those people that were on there wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with her. Are you associated with her? No, I want nothing to do with her. They all say it. Okay? So we're just going to keep going after her with liens. More and more liens and shut her up. And yeah, they're valid liens. She's going to owe it. She's not going to get anything. She's never going to get anything she thought she was going to get. It's already been used up with the liens. Here's the Black Lives Matter Antifa. I took a little excerpt out of here. I thought was interesting. Let's share some screens. Share the sound, and here we go.
If you are a revolutionary or anything like that, you don't even believe, you're not even supposed to believe in politics. So for the people who still are believing that this movement, this black movement, even some of these white movements are legit, man, you have a lot of growing to do. I'm going to say it again, you have a lot of growing to do. And I'm going to concentrate right now, anyway, on the black leaders. Okay? The black leaders, a lot of the black leaders, and I want to hit with this video. A lot of the black leaders are straight leading us to our demise. Okay? They have us working, doing their dirty work. For us, their dirty work, I mean the far left's dirty work. They got us.
That's Hillary Clinton's dirty work and Barack Obama's dirty work. Y'all get that?
Working basically for them, because how they're getting us is they're playing us emotionally. And they're basically saying how racist and how messed up guys are the far right and the neo-Nazis are, because they need all the help that they can get.
Okay, folks, now police officers, listen to this man. Sit back, get your badge out your butt, and listen to what the man's telling you. We've been trying to tell you this for years.
So they're getting the gays, they're getting people of other cultures, the people of the far left. I'm talking about the far left. I'm getting somewhere with this. They're getting gays, they're getting black people, anybody who doesn't like Donald Trump. They're basically trying to get you to fight for a war that is being started on American turf very, very soon. And they want us to be a part of their side. What I'm trying to get the black population to understand and understand, and this is critical, is the movement has been compromised. Okay, everybody needs to know that the RBG movement has been compromised. BLM, if you are not caught up to BLM, it is not even a real black organization. It never was. I actually feel bad that I've been keeping a lot of this information cooped up for so long, but I just felt like, you know, it wasn't getting anywhere.
Okay, now here we go. Let's go over here. I'm going to show you what it's really about. Now, this is what we've been telling the police for years. For years. See this 3-star flag right here? This is the 3-city-state empire. That's the Vatican, City of London, City of Washington, D.C., or Washington. It's called a tripartite. Who's behind Black Lives Matter? They're taking that down, and they call it Black Lives Matter Plaza. It's coming from who? The mayor. Who's behind it, folks? Come on.
That's causing all the problems. You guys aren't trying to assault us or hurt us.
We'll make sure you can hear this. I believe you can.
We know there's other groups getting in with you guys. We've worked with you guys. How many times have we worked with them? A ton of times. Yep. And not once have you ever turned violent with us. So we know that.
This right here?
Yeah, they put them there.
This the setup.
They put them there on purpose,
Y'all know where
bro.
we at.
They gonna set them hoes right up on the route.
Y'all know what building this is right here. I ain't even gonna say what name it is.
Hey, where do them bricks go to? Where do them
This
bricks
is
go
setup.
to? Where do them bricks
We gotta
go to?
do better.
Ain't no damn
We
construction.
gotta do better.
Ain't no damn construction around here.
I see.
Ain't no.
Some random ass bricks, bro. Ain't no construction. Ain't no construction, bro. Just some random ass bricks sitting here.
Does that make sense? I don't know, man. That don't look right to me. That don't look right to me.
Bitch, don't give no group of black men no prick and don't do nothing, all right? Push the fuck up. Go home.
Why are you on the... Oh! We're on your side! We're on your side! Holy...
That was actually funny. I'm sorry, that is funny. Okay. This is the definition. This is the definition of cannon fodder. Okay. Yeah, throw your brick in and then boop, hit him in the head. That was funny.
Why are you on the... Oh! We're on your side! We're on your side! Holy shit! We're on your side!
There you go.
We know that it's
Okay, so that's that. Now I'm going to show you some other things. Here you go.
That's not cleaning up. You're putting rocks over there on purpose. Why are you putting them right there, though? Because you know people are going to be at Nathan Phillips Square. You should be putting rocks right there. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. You're putting rocks over there on purpose, right there. You shouldn't be putting rocks over there. If the city's going to come clean that up, it's not your job. It's not your job. I work for the city, so it's not your job to put rocks over there. You're doing that on purpose.
Okay, if you look at this, right here, that's the Masonic thing. That's the white and black thing. The squares.
Bullshit. Yo! Wow! Look at this. I can't believe this. Honestly, this is sad. You guys are Canadian. You guys are doing this. This is sad, man. This is really sad. On purpose, right there in the middle of the street. You're honestly putting rocks over there? Come on, miss. Come on, miss. Have some heart.
There you go. There's that one. Now we got a message for the police. We tried our darndest. Basically, in the last 10 years, we tried to reach out to them, I don't know how many times, and to warn them as to what was happening and what was going on, and that they were going to be the cannon fodder. As of right now, folks, they're over. Okay, they're done as far as any kind of authority, power. They can't use any restraint. they can't use any force without the whole world watching them, and they are on them like stink on shit. You've got a whole world against your profession. We told you you were being manipulated. We told you that you had communism in the courts. And what did you do? I got to follow my oath. I got to follow my oath there, sir, and uphold the statutes. The lawyers got you in on this. They're freaking commies. But they got you as cannon fodder. You're out there in the street. Where are they sitting? Back there in the back room watching. They ain't doing nothing. They're watching you get cracked in the head with a freaking brick, because they're the ones that did it. They put people in jail for 40 years. Another guy just got out of jail for 40 years, and he was innocent. 40 years. You guys have people in your jails that have been there for 10 to 12 years without any charges. That's the lawyers doing that. Y'all get that? Lawyers are doing that. So, it was a tragic thing that happened. Tragic thing that happened. I sat there and watched that man die. That was messed up. That was really messed up. Nobody can defend that at all. The whole world is watching you. You destroyed your own profession. You destroyed your own careers. You destroyed your unions and everything. And we told you that was what was going to happen. I sat there and called a Texas police officer the village idiot probably 50-something times to get you to wake up, to see how stupid you looked. Now, okay, I get it. There were cops that ruined other people's lives. They ruined my life over a driver's license. Accused me of wanting to kill people, wanting to kill their families and shit. Harassed me for 9 months. Then I was told if I put any more human rights violations against them, they were going to track me down and murder me. What comes around goes around, doesn't it, folks? What comes around goes around. Now there's people out there saying, defund you. Get rid of your ass. Go away. This is what's happening to this one guy. This one guy, Jacob, was saying, oh, we need to have the police. We need the police. This is what happened to him. We told you. This is in Canada.
Go home! Go home, Jacob! Go home! Go home, Jacob! Go home! Go home, Jacob! Go
Folks, look at all those people. Jacob said, oh, no, we need to support the police. Look what happened to him. There you go. We told you you were going to be cannon fodder. You didn't believe us? Laughed at us? Oh, y'all are some sovereign citizen. That's what you did. That's the stupid idiotic shit you did. Y'all are some sovereign citizens. Then we had to come after you for attempted murder. You assholes. Your power is over. You're done. You are never going to get your authority back. People are going to be watching you, scrutinizing you, and getting rid of you, and suing you, and pressuring the lawyers to go after you until you're gone. Look what you did. You screwed up bad, but you had it coming. You attack people that have turned to God. You've attacked Christians, followers of the way, the truth, and the life, followers of Jesus. You attack those people, called them sovereign citizen domestic terrorists. And this is what you get. Your power is gone. You're over. You're done. Nobody's ever going to listen to you again. You got nothing. No matter how brutal you get, it's going to just get worse and worse. Just going to throw bricks at you. And because of that arrogance, you helped the New World Order and the communists come into the country. And guess what they did? You sided with them. You sided with SPLC against your own people. A foreign entity and foreign terrorists, communists. You sided with them, went against your own people, did the wrong thing. And now look what's happened to you. What comes around goes around. Now you're the cannon fodder, and we told you were going to be cannon fodder in 2012. And you attacked us, and you came after us, and you did this and that. You went after a guy so bad, he's still sitting in jail over in Texas over one complaint from the whore he was with and had his son with. One complaint, and he had put in 202. You ignored those. You guys are toast, man. You just don't see it yet. Look at all those people. All those people, they don't want to listen to you. Oh, they may call you just to go out there, boy. Go die for me. Go put your life on the line. You're no hero anymore. That's all gone. It's all over. Oh, our first responders. Yeah, maybe firemen and medical and stuff, not cops. Because everything you do is scrutinized. Oh, where'd you hide the bullet, Mr. Cop? Where'd you hide the gun? He didn't have a gun. Y'all must have planted it. He didn't have any drugs. Y'all must have planted it, because we know you do that. Everybody knows that. But now everybody knows. The whole world knows what you do. There's nothing that won't be hidden. You've threatened my life for 10 years. What comes around goes around. Y'all owe me an apology, because I tried to warn you 12 years ago, 10 years ago, actually. I tried to warn you. I tried to help you. By warning you, I was helping you, even after you screwed me over and ruined my life. And I still look over my shoulder. I don't trust a one of you. I don't trust any of you. Don't even think I do. You will never get my trust back, ever, for the rest of my life. Never. The judges won't. Prosecutors won't. Feds, nothing. I don't trust you. I never will. I will always scrutinize you, and I will always find your lies. That's what you made out of me. That's what you made me into when it comes to you. You're not here to protect me. No way in hell are you here to do that. I don't know what the hell you're doing or what you're here to do other than protecting bankers, but that's about it. And helping lawyers screw people over and kidnap them into the city of London, which is what you're doing in that courtroom, morons. We tried to tell you. You didn't listen to us. That was a 3-city-state empire flag, wasn't it? Oh, the hell. We told you. And you blew us off. You can only murder, rape, pillage, and hide it for so long. And God will get you. And he got you. He made you so arrogant, you did it right out there in front of everybody. You killed a man right in front of everybody. Now you're done. You're toast. If you did it right there in front of everybody, how many did you do behind the scenes? And I'm talking white, black, didn't matter who it was. How many people have you murdered? Your good stuff is over, man. It didn't matter how much good you did. When you keep doing what you're doing as far as covering each other, the lawyers aren't going to be there for you. They're going to turn on you, and they already have. They're going to do that to save their own ass, and they already have. That's called cannon fodder. You decided to serve the lawyers, a private membership association in the city of London, over your own people in your own country. And look what they did. They turned on your ass, and you're the cannon fodder now. And we told you that. We told you that was what was going to happen. We even know the little tiny country that's behind all of it. But would it do any good to tell you? No. Oh, that's okay. I'm still a police officer. I'm saying, no, nobody give a shit anymore. They're all going to fight you all the time. Your job just became a living nightmare. A living nightmare for the rest of your life. Because I know what you did to me. You did it for 9 months. Do you know how betrayed that I felt? My own people? My own people that I was trying to help, my own country. And you betrayed me. You don't ever get that trust back. You don't get anything back. Because you'll never repent for it. You'll always maintain that what you did was right. You will always blaspheme the Holy Spirit. You will always blaspheme the Holy Spirit. Because you will never admit what you did was wrong. Especially to me. But you've done it to many, many others. And you'll never admit it. People burn in hell for blaspheming the Holy Spirit, folks. Whether you believe that or not, I don't care. I know it to be true. So at least I know that if I'm killed or shot, it wasn't done that way because I did anything wrong. It was done that way because you're a traitorous, treasonous bastard. That's why. And now the record shows that that's what it is in this whole world. You go and killing people and arresting people for lawyers, a private membership association, which is a capital crime, taking over the judicial branch as a capital crime and doing that kind of crap to them. Turned against your own people. Shame on you. Just like it is. Shame on you, Jacob. You see that right there? Shame on you. Right there in front of you on the screen. Shame on you. And folks, they've screwed everybody over. Nobody trusts them. All right? Y'all need to understand that. They've screwed a lot of people over. They've done it to me. They've done it to everybody. To one way or another. Where they don't even want to call cops anymore. It's like, damn, man, I don't want to call them. No, that's all right. We'll handle it ourselves. Thanks. I ain't calling them guys. I want them bastards over here. And it's too bad. It's sad that you've done it to yourselves. I'm sorry for that for you. I really am. I hope that one day you repent for what you did, especially to me and to others that I know. The guy that you messed over in jail right now in Texas. Of course, it's Texas. You know, everybody knows about Texas. Because Texas does something wrong. You know, people in Texas, they do something wrong. And you tell them and you show them that, here, this is the wrong thing for you to do. They keep doing it just out of stubbornness. I was right, you know. We have another guy that did the same thing. There was we only have 2 or 3 people that we have issues with. They're having a hard time with. But you mess people over. You ruin their lives over a freaking driver's license, man. What the hell's the matter with you? How sick do you have to be? that you're going to mess with somebody over a driver's license, knowing it's a communist freaking movement. And who's stupid enough to follow communism? It never works. How stupid do you have to be? Oh, I know how stupid you have to be. To do it so much, you do it right out there in public, not counting all the people that you've killed in jail, not counting all the people you've killed in the back room. They slipped a freaking gun at them, and you live with that for the rest of your life. And throwing drugs in their car, crap like that, because you weren't arrested enough people. Now it's coming back on you. You allowed another organization to come in and start destroying the country. Thank you. Appreciate that. That was really good. Smart thing to do. That was a real smart thing to do. Y'all are protect and serve, right? Good one. Good one, stupid. Now, I may not trust you and always watch after you or watch you, but no one right now can come to your defense without this. No one right now can come to your defense. That's how low you have gone. It's time for you to get on your knees, stop fighting our Father in heaven, turn to Jesus, repent for your ways. He'll save you. You're worthless ass. He'll save you. And start humbling yourselves, because now they're calling for defunding the police, and they're calling for it in Los Angeles and everything else. You guys are basically out of a job when that happens. So your careers are gone. And no one will ever trust you again. Ever. They're not going to trust you. They're always going to be afraid of you. They're always going to be weary of you. Ever. For the rest of their lives. You scarred this country. All of you have. Every single one of you have done it. Because it's not just the bad cops. The good cops covered the bad cops. You covered their ass. When you did that, you became a bad cop. That's what happens. So if you ever see lights out in front of your street or anything, who are they going to shoot today? Who are they going to murder today? And do they even have the right house? And did they lie to a freaking a judge to get a no-knock warrant? Where'd they lie about this and lie about that? Because that's what you do. Everybody knows it. It's what you do. There's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing anybody can do for you. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to turn to the Father, and you have to ask Him. He may have an answer for you. I don't. Nobody else does. You're done. You're the lowest you can go. You are lower than the people you arrest. Even a murdering rapist child rapist, sorry, has a little bit more respect than you do right now. Sorry to say, but that's true. Shame on you, Jacob. There's the only boy in the whole crowd that stuck with you and said, well, we need to, not defund the police. We need to support the police. Look at all those people. You don't see anybody coming to their defense, right? Oh, we got one more. I have one more thing I wanted to tell you. When y'all were getting your ass kicked by a bunch of little teenagers and you couldn't do it and you were getting hit and shit like that, and you had to call the National Guard in because you couldn't control the crowd. Okay. When you get your ass kicked, how many people came out to support you? All the people with all the guns, how many people came out of their homes and said, stop attacking the police? Y'all remember that? I seem to remember not one came out to help you. That tells you something. Even the good people that didn't want to say anything or do anything, they didn't come out to help you. They had to call in the National Guard to come help you. That stopped it in one day. Shit, you couldn't stop in months or in a week. They stopped it in one day. which means you were getting your ass kicked. Okay. And what you've been doing is you got 5 or 6 or 7 of you have been ganging up on one guy. Okay. And that's what made you, and then you walked around as if we got him. And then you did this whole thing, and hey, when I did this and I got that, he was going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. Y'all talked to each other about that, right? It was exciting, right? You were just looking for the next guy that you could get, the next guy that 5 or 6 of you could go on. Look what happened when a bunch of unarmed, basically children, 20 to 30 years old, kicked your ass to no end. You had to get help. You couldn't stop it. They weren't listening to you. You were getting the finger, all that stuff. You couldn't do shit. I know you wanted to pull them guns out. I know you wanted to shoot in those crowds. I know you wanted to, but you couldn't. Oh yeah, we watched all of it. It's all over the news, all over everything. You still have people out there protesting your existence. The very simple fact that you exist. Okay? This is called penance for the shit you've been pulling for the last 20 years. Matter of fact, the last 50 years. This is called penance. This is called your time is over. It's going to be a new shit in town. Okay? We need to get social compacts done, assemblies done and all this, and get these states rebuilt, because you morons have destroyed it. You need to humble yourselves, sit your asses down, and start reading and studying, because you're stupid. You're just plain stupid. And you're a bunch of emotional girls. I've never seen more drama shit in my entire life than coming from police officers. Y'all like drama queens, man. You don't seek the truth. You seek how quickly you can get somebody thrown in jail and get that under your belt, so everybody go, you did a good thing, and pat your back. That's all you're looking for. You did a good boy. You're just nothing more than a dog that needs his head scratched, and behind his ears, you did a good boy and got praise. That's all you are. You need to frickin' grow up. We've been trying to tell you for years, even after you fucked me over. Tried to help you. I've been following the law ever since. Did I need you to do that? No. Did I need a lawyer and a judge to do that? No. Did I need a politician and 20,000 laws a month to do that? No. Guess what? I did it all without you. I followed the law even when you tried to get me and redefine me as a criminal. I didn't let you do that. I beat you. That's what happened. I won. I didn't let you define me. I beat you. And there's nothing that's going to change that. Because, folks, you see that guy with that man had his knee on that other man's neck? Did you see that? That's who I saw. That's who I saw 10 years ago. I saw it in the lawyers. Y'all realize that the prosecutor I was dealing with hid evidence, then burned the freaking place down later on that had that evidence in it? Did y'all know that? No. I know a bunch of stuff. I ain't going to say it out here because I know they're a bunch of murderers. I'm not going to say it on the T-Row show. I did say it in one recording. But y'all get that? What y'all saw, that's them. That's who they really are. When that man was on that man's neck, when that cop was on that man's neck, that's who they really are behind the scenes. That's why they've been hiding from you for years. They used to drive by right in front of my house. House I built, by the way, with both my hands. I know where every nail was. They used to drive real slow, then leave. And every time we go out, they'd follow us. They'd go by us and stop real quick, see if I was driving. See if I would get that boy. He might be driving. It's over driver's license. That's all they got me on. Driver's license. They've had a warrant out for me for 23, 24 years, something like that, over driver's license. These same pricks. Every time I went to the store, they'd follow me. They would have a guy right there next to me. He would drive right next to me, real slow while I was walking, just harassing me. That's all they were doing. Just punks. Waiting to shoot me, waiting to murder me, waiting to kill me. That's all they were doing. They were trying to push me so I'd become violent so they could murder me. That's who they are, folks. That's who they really are. And I was horrified when I saw him on that man's neck, and he was just sitting there with his hands in the pockets like a little prick, murdering ass son of a bitch. When I saw that, I said, there he is. That's what I saw 10 years ago. That's what I saw right there. And it was 9 months. We had to leave town, by the way. We had to leave town just to get some peace. They wouldn't stop. They wouldn't quit. They were going to do everything they could do to get me to get violent, go crazy and get scared, start trying to shoot them so they could shoot me. And I hadn't broken the law in my entire life. I never hurt anybody in my entire life. Never stole anything. Never did anything. That's how they are, folks. Just letting you know. Now, what comes around goes around. Thank you, people. I want to thank all those people in that crowd. Thank you. Now you're seeing it. I'm just seeing it from another point of view. I know black people see it from other points of view, but I see it from my point of view, and I see the same exact thing. I saw it 10 years ago. I've been working to change it through education for 10 years. Educating those people with badges. Because they're just a bunch of stupid, okay? They're just dumb. So you got to educate them. Okay? But now, what comes around goes around. And I want to thank Father. I want to thank our Father in heaven for what has happened. And I want to thank the man that died to make it happen. Right here, this is what I saw 10 years ago. I saw this right here. If you can see or can understand what I'm saying to you. So I want to thank Mr. Floyd for the sacrifice he made. I want to thank him. The sacrifice he made to show the world what was happening. To break the image, to see through the image. And people don't believe me when I tell them, they're just like, well, you seem okay now. Well, I get that. I understand it. Yeah, they never tried to pursue me after we left. I get that. But they sure as hell tried to kill me while I was there. Now, what kind of people would just they don't like, they say this BS, and they try to kick you out of town and shit like that. I didn't do anything to anybody. I only knew 4 people. Lived in the place for 18 years, only knew 4 people that I talked to. I kept to myself all the time. I talked to my neighbor probably every 6 to 8 months. I just kept to myself. Didn't bother a soul. Just kept to myself. Nothing. Didn't do a thing. But this is what I saw for 9 months. I want to thank Mr. Floyd. Thank him for the sacrifice he made. I want to thank God that our Father in heaven and Jesus, I want to thank him for showing the world, showing them. It's a great relief to a lot of people. It's going to help a lot of people. I just want you to know that. It's going to help a lot of people. It's helping me. It is helping me heal. Because it's a very frightening thing when people are there and they're told, they've told the whole world, oh, we're here to protect you. We're here to be your buddy. They come into the classroom when you're 3rd and 4th grade. And you ever need any help, you come to us. I know we look scary, but we're your friend. No, you're not. You are my friend. And even when that happened, I turned around and tried to help them. Tried to show them, here, this is what's going to happen. You're going to lose. I'm going to try to help you because I see something you don't. But no, that was met with, he's crazy. There ain't no way it's going to happen. Because you're all big and bad, right? Nothing can touch you. But guess what happened? The whole world sees you now. The whole world sees you now. You see that? The whole world sees you. They all see you now. That's called vindication for a lot of people, including myself. It's what we've been fighting for years, folks. Because some of y'all call us crazy. Some of you call us this, that, and the other thing. Been chastised and demeaned and cast out of society. I don't give a shit. We started our own. Go to the statesoftheunionsociety.com. Statesoftheunionsociety.com. Those are all people that see the same thing. That see it. Now the whole world sees it. Now how dumbass are you? What kind of stupid shithead do you look like now? When you've been chastising other people. They're saying, hey, that shit's criminal, man. These guys are criminal. These guys are and lawyers are criminal. They're all criminals. And they're fleecing people and stealing. Oh, no, that's just because you don't want to follow the law. That only happens when you don't follow the law. Otherwise, they're very honest people. No, they're not. You see that guy's face right there? That's what you are. Those are the people that you've been backing your whole life. Now you see it. The whole world sees it. So I'm thanking our Father in heaven in front of everybody. Not because I'm showboating. Not because I'm doing that. I just want everybody to know that I appreciate. That's what's in my heart. I appreciate what he did. And thank you, Mr. Floyd. I appreciate it. Appreciate what you did. Or what you were used to do. And the purpose of your demise. I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am. I really am sorry this happened to the man. But I appreciate and thank you. Thank him for what he did show everybody. And I'm not virtue signaling, just letting everybody know. I understand this in the spiritual sense. This is nothing to do with black, white, or anything like that. Nothing to do with that. It's way above that. Because he exposed evil to everybody. What happened to him exposed the evil, the sicknesses within that society that I want nothing to do with. So thank you. Thanks for listening to the 179th broadcast of the T. Rose Show. We'll see you next week.